Alright, you guys, it's a Mad Dog Mountain Art Sunday. I'm gonna natter a bit and then I'm gonna zoom in. I don't mind my mood. I'm just oh, it's a really nice day outside and trying to make some art here, so I'm gonna just try to blip over that. But if my voice is like it's because I'm just down on myself at the moment. But I'm gonna like try to change that by opening all this art and maybe like making some ginger tea and drinking some warm water. And I don't know, my boyfriend says lay off the coffee, but well, I don't want to lay off the coffee. Coffee is life. Coffee is life. But then again, like, you gotta be happy in life too, so I don't know. Should probably drink more water. You should always be drinking more water. I have the best water. In town, so I should probably drink more of it. If he's sick today. Looks like it's gonna be a super nice day, but Wolf has a flu. So we're gonna go to the market. You probably seen me make some videos last night where I was like, yeah, we're gonna go to the market, but yeah, now we're not taking him to the market, and he had a birthday party he was supposed to go do today, but we're not doing. So my peg just sunk here on this, so that's what I'm doing is in the morning your resin's still like pretty fresh and you can manipulate it a bit like I sunk a peg in here, so I'm just making a hole to get a jump hoop through later, because this is going to be, these flowers make the kids really like the necklaces, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make it to any more markets. Like, anyways, I'll zoom on these in a bit, but we'll probably do today because Wolfie's feeling sick, so I've got some stuff I've got to put away and watch some shows, I guess, take a rest, although I don't want to, drink some tea, finish this off. Rob brought me a new knife, so that it's good to have a really sharp, you gotta cut off all this extra resin, so it's good to have a really sharp, like, triangle point tip blade. I ordered the set from Amazon where it had like different shaped blades, which like some of them were like flat on the end and you could like push and stuff, but I think they're more like carving. Blades. These actually work very, very nice. So thanks, Rob. These are awesome. Everything you do is awesome. A big help. Yeah, so this is what I'm doing. I'm just pulling a couple of these out, and then I'm gonna flip you guys over and do more close-ups because you probably can't even see kind of what I'm working at here. And what else? Oh, I had those. I'm gonna show I had divider cups. Darcy got me divider cups. And so you can pour a little bit of each color of resin in there. So that's what we're gonna, as soon as I just poke this through here. These were the most important ones for me to get to this morning, so I just thought I would do it while we're doing an introduction video. And then we'll open up, like I did the bathtub. The bathtub's okay. Probably doesn't need any touch-ups. Bathtub was a big seller, if you guys are wondering about molds to order. I sell the bathtub pretty much every time I go because it's cute. The only thing is you got to do the little like legs separate. and then glue them on after, which is fine. And feathers, like feathers are always really big hit, but this feather like mold always kind of gets to me. So anyways, I'll the small ones are easy to peel out, and then we'll have a look at them. We did bears, and the name of the game is to get these like off the table, get them cleaned up, get them somewhere where they can like sit properly, and finish hardening. And then we got to finish the rest of this resin project, I guess. Rather be out doing something a lot more funner. The market would have been good today. It was like there was a potlatch last night, so I was expecting there'd be a lot of people in town. Not that like all the potlatch people were gonna make it to the market, but I bet you some of them did. My aunt and uncle are in town. They're leaving today, so the one thing that we do have to do is just go say goodbye to them. Selling my grandma's house, just so you guys know, up for the market. You could live in Bella Coola if you wanted. And if you live in Bella Coola, then you get to hang out with Mad Dog Mountain Arts, right? My aunt and I were having quite the discussion last night about, a lot of people think that living here, like the discussion was like when my grandma passed away, my friends messaged me before the hospital even had a chance to call to say that my grandma passed away. My friends had messaged and said, hey, there's ambulances at your grandma's house, and like, oh, hey, we can see the coroner guy at your grandma's house, or the cops are there, right? Like, the ambulance being there is one thing, the cops being there is another thing, right? That means somebody's not alive anymore. And I was out of town, and honestly, it didn't bother me at all, and I kind of, like, appreciate it, because then I know what's going on, like, right away. I'm not sitting somewhere waiting for someone to be like, hey, or I'm not waiting for the hospital to come back with like, you know, like you call them, you ask them what's going on. There's all this like information privacy stuff. They can't tell you what's going on until the coroner shows up to like examine my grandma and pronounce her dead, even though she's like obviously dead and they found her dead. And like that process took hours. So I mean, like, although when you know, right? When the hospital isn't like, oh yeah, she's right here, you can talk to her. I mean, obviously something bad has happened, but it could have been, she could have been in a coma, she could have been, right? But because the cops were there, and because my friends told me that the cops were there, and somebody even told me that they saw like the gurney coming out with my grandma covered up, like, it's upsetting because, yeah, like, I just lost my grandma, but it wasn't, but I knew she was going to pass away, and it was, for me, it was better than, like, wondering if there was a chance that she's, like, still alive, or more like, do I have to, like, leave town now, because I was out of town, so do I have to jump in my truck and, like, boot her on home so I can get my, like, last little visit in with my grandma, or can I just, like, start the grieving process, right? Like, not to be super selfish or whatever, but I was 9 hours away, so it really gave me an idea of what I needed to do with my friends contacting me. So me and my aunt having this discussion, she was kind of like, if you're not from here, you don't understand. Like, if you're not from a small town, you're not gonna feel the vibe of that, right? Like, it's, a lot of people are just like, oh, everybody's in everybody's business and everybody knows, and like, yeah, but that doesn't bother me. Like, I'm not hiding anything. Like, these are my friends. These are the people I trust my whole life. These are the people that, you know, picked me up hitchhiking when I was 14 years old, that, like, don't worry too much about Wolfgang. Anywhere Wolfgang goes, people are like, oh, hey, Wolfgang. Like, I'm more worried that he's going to get stolen out of town when we're at the Walmart or something, than I'm not worried about him in town, really, at all, unless there's, like, somebody from out of town that, like, scoops him up, you know what I mean? Because that's just small town. So, we're having this discussion, and my aunt was like, wow, the audacity, but I don't know. The audacity doesn't really bother me. It's kind of like why I live here. I would rather know than not know, right? So, but then there is other things, like people might say there's no jobs here, but every time I go somewhere, I get offered a job. Every time. It's like, and I'm like, trying to start my own business, on disability for a reason, right? Got some issues that might prohibit me from going to work every day, and I don't know. I mean, I can't lift anything. My ex pointed that out there to me very succinctly the other day, so I have a problem with lifting things and holding, like, the weight out here. Like, I do work out and do try to keep my core strong, but it hurts. Every day it hurts, and it bothers me, and every day it's like not only do I, like, exercise to stay in shape, which is not working very well lately, due to I don't know what, but it's also, like, if you have a spinal injury, you have to keep your core strong. So that is the other part of the reason why I do that all the time. We do this all the time in my life. Anyway, so I really don't have a problem with the small town drama, but whatever. And then I can run my little home business too. You guys, how I like, ow, these guys are sharp. You guys know how I like that. So don't forget to fill up this mold. This is that, it's pretty. This is a container. I don't sell a lot of containers. Ow. Oh, speaking of which, I haven't sold a lot of containers, but I still really like them. I'm not giving up on the container idea at all, because I think they're cool. Maybe I can sell them online or something. The horse is always a pain to get out of its mold. So we made strawberry, we made bathtub, we made container, we made more light fixture things, although I don't have the strength for this today, you guys. I'm gonna pull his whole head right off. Okay, up over the back. What's that? Sometimes, I know, you guys like watching this just for the mold. Okay, go through here. I'm gonna pull his head off. Darn it. Oh, wait. Okay, slip it up and over the back. There we go. The horn on the horse never works out for me. It's always kind of like, this is a pretty pink horse though, right? I'll zoom in on her. And this is the one where I used, like, the flowy cup. Oh, flowy cup on my back. Flowy cup idea. I'm gonna have to drink that tea real quick here. I don't even know how I'm gonna make tea. How do you even make ginger tea? I feel like I'm not in frame very good, am I? Anyways, let's check and make sure I'm still even videoing. Sometimes people call me. Sometimes people call me and the video stops. I kind of feel like what my problem is I'm not as active as I was, like, at the beginning of the year. It's just been doing a lot of, like, reorganizing, right? Now that my living situation has changed, it's just kind of like then you gotta change things around. Like, I threw out all my well, I didn't throw out. I had a bunch of, like, bottles of booze from many years ago before Wolfgang was born. I used to like to make, like, mixed drinks. So I had, like, pear liqueur and banana liqueur and blah, 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 blah. So I recently just donated those to my friend Crystal. This has got a problem. It's got one weird corner. Although, I mean, she probably didn't drink it. She probably gave it to Oli, or maybe she kept it at her house for a kid. I don't know. But I got rid of it, so I got a whole pile of space up there. And I gave her my apple peeler core because I decided never apple peeler core or anything ever again. This is really pretty, but it's got a flaw. But it's pretty, right? It's like a red genie box. Hey, make my wishes come true. Yeah, right. You probably can't. Because my wishes are unrealistic. Unrealistic. Never happening. Never happening. I know, you guys, and like a while ago, I was so focused on being a YouTube star too, but views are down. Very much down, so I kind of like think that, I don't know, it's probably just got to do with my depression and my ability to like not be very, very funny anymore. You gotta be funny online. You gotta say things that people want to hear. And you gotta do cool stuff. These guys always have chips in them. So this is like a car lighter, but, or car ashtray, but some of the molds, like, it'd almost be better when you're ordering your molds. Like, these are, like, this is cool. And maybe I can put some glue in here. Maybe we'll try that and we'll put some, like, I don't know, some kind of glue. I could put some kind of glue in there to fill up the holes that it's just, like, created here. It's got some holes in it. But, gonna look funny. These are hard too. I did all my hard to get out molds for you guys, so you could, don't forget, roll it up like a condom on a banana or something. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, I should be out like digging in my garden or something, but I almost don't even care about my garden anymore. Who cares? Like, who am I feeding fresh food to anyways? Nobody. I grew pumpkin though. That's pretty cool. We can probably carve it and not eat it. And it came out of like, I know you guys aren't I'm not letting you watch because this is so bad. I don't know why I can't. Okay, I can't do this one. This one is one of the ones that's super hard for me. Probably because I'm wearing my hoodie. Okay. Get serious. Get real. Get serious. Let's do it. I've noticed, like, when I'm working out lately now, I'm so much weaker than I've ever been before in my whole life. You guys, and it could be, you know, I mean, I think I'm gonna be like 43 this year, so that could totally be what it is, and maybe I just gotta settle with the fact that, hey, that's my age and I need to slow the F down, but yeah, it still looks cool. It still looks cool. I know, we'll zoom in on these guys. Zoom it in. And bathtub. I just thought it was fun for you guys to watch me take them apart, but I am gonna zoom in. Just a minute here. It's another like 20-minute video. I got another 20-minute video. You just gotta know how tough it is to get them. Get them. Well, maybe I should start at the back. Start at the small end. Yeah, and those little like measuring cups, I was gonna wipe them out last night, but it was actually better just to like wait until it, darn it, till it hardened. Till it hardened, and then get this, right? Somebody help me! Help me, help me! Why can't the cat do this or something? Our cat's so bad. He's got to have a special skill. It's got to be demolding resin. It's got to be. I gotta stop watching this movie too. That Quiet Place movie, I mean, I really like Emily Blunt. She's a good actress. This movie is getting me. Oh, that's how he dies. He just screams at the end. And the monster comes for him. Oh. Well, now that I've seen that part. Sacrifices himself for his children. Okay. Okay, fold your molds back so that they don't harden in a weird spot, alright? This one's a little bit difficult, but just bunch it all together, which is also good because it knocks all the extra off of it. Fold it out. Okay. And then whatever, you got resin pieces all over the place. Okay, so these guys, this is supposed to be a phone stand, but these mosaic, these mosaic pieces were interesting. Hey, this needs to harden. Like, this will probably take days. These guys always break here. Okay, cool. I'm gonna bring you more forward. And this is the bottom piece. I'm gonna bring you more forward, and I'm gonna zoom in because, and I'm not making this. It's like yesterday's news. Okay. Okay. Let's zoom her in. Okay, I gotta come to the other side and see what I can see here. Let's see what I can see. Oh yeah. Okay. So like this was a cool piece, right? Oh, that's the bottom of the. Why is it dark again? Is it my house that makes it dark like that? Maybe I'm gonna stop and then we're gonna do. I'll start again with like, cause I don't know how to get the light, so let's stop.